Ready for a perspective shift? Denzel Washington's motivational speech will show you how to take control of your life and embrace independence like never before. His words can inspire a transformation, helping you unlock the power within you. Stick around, because this could be the moment your life changes. I've been thinking about all those messages we hear every day. Find your soulmate. Don't be alone. You need somebody. Let me tell you, most of that is just noise. Pure noise. I've lived both sides of the coin. I've been in relationships, and I've also lived alone. And I'll tell you straight up, living alone isn't just good. It's amazing. It's not emptiness. It's pure freedom. Look at your life right now. Every morning, you wake up, and that moment is yours. Every decision you make is yours. Nobody's there fighting over the remote. That last slice of pizza, all yours. But this isn't just about the small stuff, though those things are nice too. It's about something bigger. When you live alone, you face yourself. Truly face yourself. There's no one else's shadow to hide behind. No crutch to lean on. It's just you, standing tall, facing the world head on. Relationships, as beautiful as they can be, often come with compromises. Over time, people start losing parts of themselves. What movie do I want to watch? Slowly becomes, what movie would they like? Where should I eat? Turns into, where would they prefer to go? Little by little, piece by piece, who you are starts to fade. But when you live alone, that's when you find your voice again. That's when you figure out what makes you tick. You learn to handle problems on your own. You learn to fix things. You realize that being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means being whole. People often ask, but what about coming home to someone? And I say, what's better than coming home to peace? Coming home to a space that's all yours, where every corner reflects who you are. A place where you don't need to compromise, explain, or apologize for being yourself. In relationships, life can become a constant negotiation. Can I do this? Should I do that? Will this upset them? Living alone, the only person you need to negotiate with is yourself. And that's the most important negotiation of all. Think about your personal growth. When you're in a relationship, it's like running a three-legged race. Even if you're ready to sprint, you've got to match someone else's pace. But living alone, you run at your own speed. Want to learn Spanish at 3 a.m.? Do it. Rearrange your entire apartment at midnight? Go ahead. Breakfast for dinner? No one's judging you. It's freedom, pure, unfiltered freedom. And about support, let me tell you something. The strongest support system isn't found in someone else. It's the one you build yourself. Friends who choose to be in your life. Not because they have to be, but because they want to be. People who respect your choices. And most importantly, that inner strength you develop when you know you can handle anything life throws at you. I see so many people rushing into relationships because they're scared of being alone. They're worried about what others might think. Afraid of spending a Friday night with no plans. But let me tell you, those quiet Friday nights can be the most transformative moments of your life. That's when you truly enjoy your own company, discover your passions, and build the foundation of who you are. You know what's beautiful about living alone? The silence. Not the empty kind of silence, but the peaceful kind. The kind where you can hear your own thoughts, where you can actually listen to what your heart is saying. No background noise from someone else's drama. No need to fill the air with conversation. Just pure, calming peace. And let's talk about money. When you live alone, every financial decision is yours. No arguments about unnecessary expenses. No compromises on your savings goals. No splitting bills with someone who has completely different spending habits. Your money, your rules, your future. There's also this myth about loneliness, as if being in a relationship guarantees you won't feel lonely. But let me tell you, there's nothing lonelier than feeling isolated while lying right next to someone. Living alone, you learn to confront loneliness head on. You find real solutions, not temporary fixes. You grow stronger, more self-assured. Your career thrives too. Without distractions, your focus sharpens. Your time is your own. Want to work late? No one's waiting with dinner getting cold. Want to take a job across the country? No conflicting schedules to worry about. Your professional growth becomes limitless. Health and fitness? All you. Your meal plans. Your workouts. No tempting junk food being brought home. No one disrupting your sleep schedule. You're in control of your well-being. And your space, your personal sanctuary, is something truly special. Everything in it reflects who you are. Every corner tells your story, not someone else's. The energy is purely yours, uncompromised. You can organize it the way you want, decorate it however you like. It's a place where you can fully recharge. Time management? You become a master at it. No coordinating schedules. No waiting for someone to get ready. No sitting through shows you can't stand just to make someone else happy. Your time is yours, and you learn to value it in ways you never thought possible. Here's the thing people don't talk about enough. The relationship you build with yourself. It becomes unshakable. You learn to trust your gut. You understand your worth. And when you truly know these things, you stop settling for less than you deserve. Some people might try to convince you that living alone means there's something wrong with you. You know how they give you those pitying looks, the ones that say, "Oh, poor you," or try to set you up on dates as if your life is incomplete without someone else. They'll say things like, "You just haven't met the right person yet." But here's the reality they don't want to admit. You already have met the right person. It's you. Living alone teaches you self-reliance like nothing else. When something breaks, you fix it. When a problem comes up, you figure it out. When a decision needs to be made, you make it. That kind of independence builds a confidence no relationship can provide. There's a freedom in living alone that's truly priceless. Want to fill your house with books until it looks like a cozy library? Go for it. Want to turn your living room into an art studio? Make it happen. Feel like practicing drum solos at midnight? Get some soundproof panels and rock on. It's your space, your rules. Think about the holidays or those special occasions when society tells you it's all about having someone. But when you live alone, you make your own traditions. You celebrate life your way. No arguments about whose family to visit for Thanksgiving. No compromising on how Christmas should be spent. It's all about creating moments that feel meaningful to you. Your emotional growth skyrockets when you're living on your own. Why? Because you learn to process your feelings without leaning on someone else for validation. You gain emotional intelligence. You understand yourself on a deeper level. You become your own best friend, and there's nothing more valuable than that. Let's talk about personal boundaries. When you live alone, you set them firmly. You figure out exactly what you will and won't accept in your life. Excuses for bad behavior? Those go out the window. Your standards rise because you know your worth. And with that comes peace of mind that is simply unmatched. No wondering if someone is being faithful. No questioning late nights. No doubting intentions. Just trust, pure and simple, in yourself and the choices you make. Your home becomes a mirror of your mental state. A clean, organized space often leads to a clear, peaceful mind. When you live alone, you create an environment that nurtures your soul, free from the clutter, both physical and emotional, that someone else might bring into the equation. The skills you develop while living alone make you a stronger, more capable person. Cooking, cleaning, managing finances, handling emergencies. You master these in ways you might never have imagined. These aren't just survival skills, they're life mastery skills. They shape you into someone who can handle whatever comes their way. Some might ask, but what about intimacy? Here's the thing, the most important intimacy, ever have is with yourself. It's about understanding your thoughts, knowing your desires, and being completely comfortable in your own skin. That's what real intimacy looks like. Living alone gives you the perspective to see relationships for what they truly are, not the fairy tales movies and society paint them to be. You realize that bringing someone into your life should amplify your happiness, not take away from your peace. The beauty of living alone is that it's not a lifelong commitment. It's not about rejecting relationships forever. It's about putting yourself first. It's about building a foundation so strong that if you choose to let someone into your life, it's because you want to, not because you feel like you need to. You might be surprised to hear this, but your social life actually improves when you live alone. Why? Because you get to choose your interactions. Your friendships become more meaningful, your relationships with family deepen, and you connect with people because you genuinely want to, not because you're lonely. Living alone teaches you to celebrate yourself. Your victories, no matter how small, feel worth acknowledging. You don't rely on anyone else's validation to feel accomplished. You start to see every day as a chance to learn more about yourself, to push your boundaries, and to grow. You become your own biggest supporter, your toughest critic, and your loudest cheerleader. This isn't about shutting people out or being selfish. It's about building a version of yourself that is so resilient, so full of life, that nothing can bring you down. It's about crafting a life that is rich and complete, where relationships become an added joy rather than a necessity. Remember this, at the end of the day, it's you who lies with your choices. You're the one who faces yourself in the mirror. And when you live alone, that reflection shows someone strong, capable, and complete. So stand proud in your decision to live alone. Wear it like a badge of honor because it's exactly that, honorable. Choosing yourself is brave. Walking your own path takes courage. Being complete on your own is powerful. Don't let anyone convince you that you're missing out. You're not. You're gaining everything: strength, wisdom, independence, and most importantly, a deep understanding of yourself. This is your life, your space, your journey. Living alone isn't just an option, it's an opportunity. It's a chance to become the most authentic, strongest version of who you are. Trust someone who's been there. The peace you find in solitude, the strength that grows from independence, and the joy of self-reliance are priceless gifts you give yourself. Stand firm in your choice. Walk with pride in your independence. Living alone isn't just about being by yourself. It's about fully and unapologetically being yourself. And that, my friends, is true freedom. Even the smallest things feel different when you live alone. That morning routine, it takes on a new rhythm. The first rays of sunlight become your personal alarm clock. No one is rushing you through your coffee. No one is dictating what you should eat for breakfast. Every moment is yours, and you set the tone for your day exactly how you want it. Ever notice how creativity thrives in solitude? Many great works by artists, writers, and musicians were created when they were alone. That's no coincidence. When your mind isn't weighed down by someone else's opinions, expectations, or judgments, it opens up. Decisions become smarter and more intentional. You no longer make impulse purchases to satisfy someone else. You don't have to compromise on quality because someone wants to save a few bucks. Every dollar you earn goes exactly where you want it to. Traveling alone brings its own kind of magic. Solo holidays and adventures open doors you never thought existed. You meet fascinating people, try new experiences, and make decisions on the fly. Your itinerary is yours and yours alone. Each morning, you follow whatever catches your eye without worrying about accommodating someone else's preferences. Your career flourishes too. You can chase that promotion with everything you've got. Move to another city or even another country without hesitation. Want to start a podcast in the middle of the night? Go for it. Every decision about your professional path is yours to make, without needing approval from anyone else. Those restless 3 a.m. thoughts, they stop feeling like anxieties and start turning into opportunities for self-discovery. Can't sleep? Turn your living room into a dance floor. Feel like reorganizing your entire kitchen? Go ahead. There's no one there to question your timing. Fitness routines evolve naturally too. Your workouts match your rhythm. No waiting for a gym partner. No adjusting to someone else's fitness level. It's just you breaking your own records and pushing your own limits. Imagine meditating in perfect silence. That's what your mornings can be. Pure, unfiltered peace. No background TV noise because someone else needs it to wake up. No rushed breakfast conversations. Just stillness and clarity. Technology feels different too. It becomes your ally, not a source of arguments. No one complains about how much time you're spending on your phone. No one questions your social media habits. Your screen time is yours to manage, free of judgment. Your home transforms into a reflection of your energy. Walking through your front door feels like stepping into a space that radiates who you are. Every corner tells your story, untouched by compromise. Personal rituals take on a deeper meaning. Maybe you like burning sage every Sunday or sipping a glass of wine as the sun sets. These moments belong solely to you, untainted by skepticism or interference. And then there's sleep, pure, uninterrupted rest. No one snoring beside you. No fights over blankets. No compromise on the room temperature. Just comfort on your terms. Your kitchen becomes a laboratory for your culinary experiments. Want to try that new vegan diet? Go ahead. Craving breakfast for dinner? Why not? Every food choice is yours to make. Money becomes something you save and spend wisely. No more buying gifts just because it's expected. No more pretending to love presents you'll never use. Your resources are directed toward what truly matters to you. Weekends feel like endless possibilities. Want to spend Saturday learning photography? Do it. Feel like a spontaneous road trip on Sunday? Hit the road. There's no need for negotiations, no compromises, just adventure. Your social circle becomes more meaningful. You connect with people who match your energy, not just your partner's friends or their family. Every interaction is a choice, not an obligation. Professional growth accelerates. Evening classes, weekend workshops, you sign up without hesitation. Your time is yours to invest. Home improvements happen on your schedule. Want to paint the walls at midnight? Go for it. Rearrange the furniture at dawn? The only person you'll wake is yourself. Financial planning becomes sharper. Your retirement goals and investments are tailored to your needs without having to balance someone else's financial philosophy with yours. Even the small things feel significant. The bathroom stays exactly as you left it. Your toiletries are where you put them. The toilet paper roll is how you like it. These little comforts add up to a daily life filled with ease. Your living room serves your needs and yours alone. Want a gaming setup in the dining room? Done. A home office in the kitchen? If it works for you, that's all that matters. Your digital space stays organized exactly how you want it. Every aspect of living alone, from the big decisions to the smallest details, reflects one thing. This is your life, and you're living it unapologetically on your terms. No one's messing with your Netflix recommendations. Share passwords? Only if you feel like sharing them. Your online world stays curated exactly the way you want it. Every little daily victory belongs entirely to you. Fixing that leaky faucet? All you. Assembling furniture solo? Another win. Each small success adds to a growing confidence that becomes unshakable over time. The best part about living this way is the profound self-awareness it brings. You discover what you truly like, what you don't, your strengths, and the areas where you want to grow. There's no outside influence clouding your sense of self. Choosing to live alone doesn't mean choosing loneliness. It's about choosing clarity, growth over comfort, and freedom over compromise. Hold your head high when people question your choice. You're not just surviving alone, you're thriving. You're not simply existing, you're evolving. Every single day, you're crafting your story exactly as you want it to be told. Your path is unique, your choices are valid, and your life is nothing short of spectacular. Celebrate your independence, own it, and honor it. At the end of all days, the life you've built is authentic, powerful, and completely yours. And that makes it absolutely perfect. Solitude becomes a blossoming force in your life. Those books you've always wanted to read, they're now your evening companions. Your living room transforms into a personal library, with each book offering a gateway to a new world. Think about your spiritual growth. Living alone creates the space for deeper connections with your beliefs, whether through morning prayers, meditation, or moments of reflection. These times are yours, untouched by interruption. Look around at your walls. Every picture, every piece of art tells your story. They're not a compromise or a shared vision, but a reflection of your pure, unfiltered taste. That abstract painting everyone questions, it speaks to you, and that's all that matters. Even your personal style evolves naturally. Your wardrobe becomes an expression of who you are. No more holding on to clothes because someone else likes them on you. Your fashion choices are a true reflection of your identity. Living alone gives you control over your environmental impact. Your recycling habits, energy use, and water conservation all align with your values. Phone calls happen when you want them. Late night chats with friends on the other side of the world, no one's there to complain. Early morning conference calls, your schedule remains flexible and adaptable. Random acts of kindness come from a genuine place. You help others because you choose to, not because anyone's watching. Security takes on a new meaning. You develop instincts, awareness, and self-sufficiency. That sense of accomplishment when you handle something entirely on your own is priceless. Your confidence grows with every challenge you overcome. Life skills multiply. Need to change a tire? YouTube has you covered. Want to tackle basic plumbing? There's a tutorial for that. Each new skill adds another layer to your independence. The seasons feel different when you live alone. Spring cleaning happens on your schedule. Summer night stretches late as you want them to. Fall decorations? Only the ones you love. Winter evenings become cozy moments of pure solitude. Even your entertainment choices evolve. You might discover a love for foreign films or find yourself diving into podcasts. Your tastes develop naturally, uninfluenced by anyone else's preferences. Every personal milestone stands as a testament to your independence. Buying your first solo home? That's your victory. Landing that dream job? You achieve it on your own. These moments are uniquely yours, unshared, and deeply meaningful. Think about why this matters. Living alone isn't just about having your own space. It's about owning your destiny. It's about writing your story without anyone else's edits. Every morning, you're making a statement. I am enough. You're declaring your independence. Not just from relationships, but from society's expectations, cultural pressures, and the constant noise telling you that you need someone else to complete you. Here's the truth. Choosing to live alone is the ultimate form of self-respect. It's looking in the mirror and saying, I choose me. I believe in me. I am complete. This path you're on, it's not a placeholder or a phase. It's not a waiting room for someone to arrive. It's a conscious, powerful decision to live life on your own terms. It's you stepping into your power, embracing your strength, and celebrating your independence. Remember this moment. Remember why you made this choice. Think about the freedom, growth, and peace that come with true independence. Years from now, you'll look back on this decision as one of the best you ever made. You're not just existing in solitude, you're thriving in it. You're not just living alone, you're living authentically. That authenticity, it's your superpower. It's your legacy. It's your truth. Stand tall in this choice. Walk proudly on this path. You're not just choosing to live alone. You're choosing to live extraordinarily. And that, my friends, makes all the difference. This is your moment, your life, your choice. Own it, celebrate it. Most importantly, live it fully, completely, unapologetically. At the end of every path, the person you spend the most time with is yourself. Make sure that person is someone you're proud to be. Make sure they are strong, capable, and complete. You're not just surviving solo. You're mastering the art of self-reliance. You're not just making it work, you're making it spectacular. Here's to you, the independent spirit, the solo warrior, the complete individual. Here's to your choices, your strength, your journey. Living alone isn't just a lifestyle, it's your masterpiece. And you're painting it perfectly, one independent day at a time. That's a speech motivation by Denzel Washington. The lesson I drew from Denzel Washington's insights was that true strength comes from embracing independence and building a life that reflects your authentic self. That realization became my compass when I made the choice to live alone, a decision that completely reshaped my perspective and my journey. In the beginning, it wasn't easy. The silence was deafening, and I felt a pang of uncertainty about whether I had made the right choice. But soon, I realized that this space, this solitude, wasn't empty. It was an open canvas for me to create a life that was wholly mine. I started small, like rearranging my furniture late at night just because I could. I filled my shelves with books that spoke to me and turned my living room into a quiet library, a sanctuary of my own making. Each corner of my home began to reflect who I truly was, free from compromise. Challenges came, as they always do. A leaky faucet needed fixing, and I remember spending hours learning how to do it myself. It wasn't just about solving the problem. It was about proving to myself that I could. With every hurdle I overcame, assembling furniture, managing finances, cooking new meals, I felt my confidence grow. Living alone wasn't just about surviving. It was about thriving in a way that only self-reliance can teach you. The mornings became my favorite part of the day. I'd sip coffee in the sunlight, enjoy the quiet, and meditate. Those peaceful moments of reflection became the foundation for everything I did. Without anyone else's opinions or interruptions, I discovered passions I had forgotten, strengths I didn't know I had, and a sense of clarity that changed how I saw the world and myself. Living alone taught me that independence isn't about being isolated. It's about becoming the strongest, most authentic version of yourself. It's about designing a life that celebrates your individuality and creating a space where you can truly be at peace. If this resonates with you, don't stop here. Take these lessons and apply them to your own life. And if you're ready for more inspiration like this, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep learning and growing together, one step, one story, and one lesson at a time. Your journey starts here.